You signed away everything.
I'm there.
That's not a big difference.
Particularly in India. Oh, go on, what are we talking about?
I think it's very easy.
In India, go on. In India, let's talk about India. Okay.
A lot of are we going? This is actually recording.
You got the mic, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. Going back to the British Empire, their empire wasn't that strong as everyone claims it to be. There was an alliance between Indian Rajas, which can be proven. Maharaj, a couple of Maharajas was actually having intimate relationships with their Queen of England, which is an actual fact. And also there was an alliance between certain parts of India and the British. And there wasn't essentially a conquering of India when there was an alliance.
Okay, well that's great for India. Listen, that's great for India. And listen, my brother, the Indians are G's because they didn't let themselves be captured. But for us Africans, unfortunately, we didn't get treated with such grace. At least we didn't get treated. We didn't get treated with such grace and respect. There was no treaties, and any treaty that was done was quickly rescinded by them anyway. Any treaty we have ever made, any treaty that black or brown people have made with Europeans.
I'm not brown.
Well, listen. I don't know where you're from.
I'm Asian. Heritage.
Alright, so your Asian heritage, you didn't get taken over by the British Empire. So again, it's going to be different from mine. We did get taken over by the British Empire. We didn't get chosen.
Heritage.
I do learn my heritage, and I know my heritage.
What is heritage?
African heritage.
Which is weird. Because East Africans are totally different to West Africans. Africa's a big place.
I'm partly from Ghana. I'm lucky because I do my research and I go into these things. I'm partly from Egypt. So again, where are we going from this? I don't understand.
It's heritage. We're talking about heritage.
Heritage is where you're from, correct? I said Ghana and I said Egypt.
Africa is a continent.
Yeah, Ghana and Egypt are two places in Africa. Back in the day it was called Kemet. I'm giving you the facts now, because acting that you don't know. Back in the day it was called Kemet, now it's called Egypt.
You have the name Kush. That's actually a classical Indian name.
Okay, listen, and listen, it's a classical Indian name, but let me tell you where it comes from, my brother.
Which means
in case you don't know. You see this? This is my art. This is the Kush. This is a Kush goddess. This is not Persian, my brother. This is straight African.
Well, what is?
I'm afraid to say. Let me give you the education right now. You see this? This is Ma. This is Ma. You don't know who this is, do you?
What book you
Do you know who this is? Because I'm gonna be teaching today. You see this? This is Ma. You get me? She's the goddess of justice. Yeah, the goddess of justice. So you see when other people come in and say, oh, there's a what's the word? Egyptian. Yeah, Kemetic. Do you understand? This is the goddess of justice. So you see when people have been put on the scale.
It's native to Egyptian because the pyramids in Egyptian were built by a totally different group.
No, they come from India. Evidence. So you're going to tell me that they come from India?
Well,
so where's your evidence?
It could be China.
Where's your evidence?
Essentially, it could be China. Where is? Okay,
you can't just start saying stuff. You have to make it up.
Okay, pyramids. They're built on two continents, three continents actually. South America, you have the Aztecs,
black people, and they are originally from the Olmecs, which are black people. Yes, they done. Go and do your research.
That is black
supremacy. That's not black supremacy. It's been proven by white American scientists. So allow it. So what are you talking about? They proved that the bone structure of those people that are in Native America is the same as those in Africa.
Pardon?
I said they proved that the DNA structure is the same as Africans living in the African continent right there. She was a white woman, she wasn't black. She wasn't a black person.
Have you ever heard of the Olmec heads?
Of course, I've seen them. I've seen them.
Okay, cool, yeah, I get it. Who do the Olmec heads look like?
Okay, we're going to facial features.
No, because you make images, you make structures in your likeness.
Yes, is there?
In your likeness. So, okay, so that's my question. Who do the Olmec heads look like?
So what happened to the homosexuality question?
No.
You know how it goes. It goes.
Who do the Olmec heads? Who does your Olmec heads look like?
I don't know what
because Africans have not built them.
So who made them?
The indigenous population, the same people that built them.
So who? So if you're saying...
If you're indigenous to Africa, you would say Africans built them, no?
If you're saying that it's not Africans...
The same people that built the pyramids in Aztecs. The Aztecs and the Mayans.
If you're saying it's not Africans, I'm asking you, who built it then?
You have to give me the name.
Who built it?
Who built the first step pyramid? Who built the first step pyramid? Because I can tell you. That's Imhotep built that. No. I said Imhotep is an African African man.
I'm here
this
to
is
learn.
what they do. Look, make sure the camera's on me. This is what people do.
I'm here to
They
learn,
want to make out like black people don't have a history. They want you not to think that you lot don't have a culture. They want people to think that we was walking around in loincloth. We was doing some kind of fuckery and sacrificing stuff. No, our civilization was more advanced
in Middle Africa.
because it lines up with the constellation in the sky. That's why it is built there.
But they're built. There's 2 of the pyramids in China.
And do you know why? It's because
in China.
Okay, so the original Africans, were pyramid builders.
In fact, let's go to the base of the pyramids.
So
the base of the pyramids. Okay, let's talk about the base of the pyramids. There is a common connection.
Are you gonna come with some facts? Are you gonna
The base of the pyramids. Okay, do this. The base of the pyramids. A lot of the pyramids lines itself with the North Pole. The Aztec pyramids line itself with the North Pole. The 200 pyramids in China, they align itself with the line.
But listen, who built the first step pyramid? Who built this? Who is the designer of the first step pyramid? The step pyramid. No, but what is the name? Because it's written on there who built this. You see us black people, we ain't gonna make nothing. I ain't put my name on it. That's for damn sure. So he put on there, I Imhotep built this and designed this pyramid. So unless you can tell me another person's name, an organization, a culture who magically came into Africa, built pyramids and then ran away, because there's no evidence to suggest that any other people but black people was in Egypt.
Presently,
So afterwards, thousands of years later, the Greeks come in. But before then, it is 100%. I don't want to talk about the Phoenicians. I want to talk about Egyptians. I want to keep talking about the Egyptians. Do you know what it means? It means land of the blacks. So let me tell you this: if you're gonna call this land of the blacks, I want to call my land the land of the blacks. Did I just make that up? Did he say that I made it up? It's called the land of the blacks. You get what I'm saying? I'm not making it up. Go and do your research. Get your Google out. Get Google, like he said, and look at what Kemet means. Go and look it up. Look it up.
You really think that's what it means, though? You really think that's what it means? I mean, if you grow up in a country where everyone is black, you just call black people people. You don't call them black people.
Listen, they understood that their melanin was such. Listen, you want to go into it? They understood that their melanin. They understood that their melanin was important.
An Egyptian here.
He's not Egyptian.
Right there.
He's a modern day Egyptian.
He's not even original.
He'd have to be a Nubian. For me to talk to him, he would have to be a Nubian.
We don't say Nubia though, because this is an Arabic word, we say Nubia.
Okay.
Nubian is an Arabic word. Oh, there we go. That's something new which I've just learned.
He don't call it Nubia.
We don't call it Nubia.
Nuba. He don't call it the Arabic word. You didn't understand him. He calls it the African word. So Nuba.
Are you Egyptian?
That's right. Run to somebody else.
No, because that's knowledge. That's how you learn from other people's heritage.
No, he's Nubian. He's not Egyptian. He's Nubian. That's somewhere else. Another African civilization. A black African civilization.
Where they got pyramids? Let him know.
But you don't know.
Olmecs isn't?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Well,
How come you're so absolutely sure?
Okay,
where did civilization begin? Where did civilization begin on Earth, according to you? According to you.
The oldest civilization is in India. And you're laughing.
Lucy,
Why would I say that?
2.5 million years old.
Oh, buggered
Lucy,
grief. That's a
2.5 million years old. Okay, you're gonna say, so if you've said, tell me an Indian person found older.
Okay, this
name
is
the Indian person found older. Name an Indian person found older.
Okay, the monkey skulls which I discovered.
No, it wasn't a monkey skull. Lucy went a monkey.
It's only a
Lucy
fragment.
went a monkey. You're gonna get me offended now.
Okay.
You're gonna get me offended now.
How many?
Lucy went a monkey. She was a humanoid.
So only one creature.
No, it wasn't one. She was just the one that fully assembled and then decided.
You're both shouting at each other. You're both shouting at each other. One at a time.
They found more than one skeleton at a time.
Where is the others?
In the excavation, they found more than one skeleton. So stop asking me about where the others. They're there alongside Lucy.
Where?
In Kenya, where they found her.
They've only found one.
Ethiopia.
So cool. You're the expert. You're the expert.
Well,
so you tell me.
Actually, it's from Ethiopia. Actually, from this gentleman said.
Hang on, tell me where.
How come you're so fast to believe him, a stranger, but you can't believe him?
No, tell me about Lucy, because that's who I'm talking about. Tell me about. I tell you why he's gonna believe him.
Okay, let's get to.
I tell you why he's gonna believe him. That's why you're gonna believe him.
Okay,
no, it's not your racism. It's his racism. I didn't say it was yours.
What we need is evidence.
Man said he's not brown as well. What colour is he?
evidence the whole conversation. I'm not gonna lie.
All you're doing is shouting.
With zero evidence.
All you're doing is shouting.
Let me speak. It's infuriating.
All you're doing is shouting.
It's like having an argument with a child.
All you're doing is shouting.
Go on, your time.
Thank you. Okay, evidence. Presently, what you stated is Lucy. Why are you ignoring? See, this is actually quite rude. This is actually totally rude. You stated that this entity which has been discovered, this skull which has been discovered, in Africa. Yes,
human remains, isn't it? There's not only one
entity which is partly.
Someone else Google Lucy. Can somebody else Google Lucy and see if they just find one or did they find anything?
Your friend. Google isn't your friend.
I didn't say Google anything.
You just said
you don't come with any facts. So you said that there was nothing else found. Lucy is the only ancient skeleton that's been found in Africa.
You begin to sound like an Islamist over there. They're shouting laws.
Don't start.
But that's quite.
Trying to insult, man. Trying to insult, man. Take away. Trying to deflect.
Why are you bringing
Islam into it? I'm talking about Olmecs. I'm talking about Kushites. You're trying to bring Islam into it. You don't want them to come over here, brother. Trust me.
I've come here to actually exchange knowledge. That's all I want.
But you're not Indian.
You're
Seem very close-minded, though.
Bengal.
There's a Nubian here.
But the point is, there isn't enough evidence for it to say that that's
So what's the oldest civilization from India? Educate us now. What's the oldest civilization?
There's various. There's the Dravidians, the Tamil, the Aryavata, potentially.
How old is that?
It's predating Buddha, which was over 20,000 years.
Buddha is not 20,000 years ago. Buddha is not 20,000 years ago.
It is.
500 BC is not 20,000 years ago.
You're going with Christian calendar.
What color is the original Buddha?
Color. Yeah, what color has to do with anything?
So if civilization starts in Africa, it would suggest that
color. Anyone who sees color that's the height of racism. That's the height of racism. If you can't understand other people's language, heritage, customs and traditions, enjoy this one.
So tell me about how civilization. My brother, can you educate me now?
Doesn't equate to race.
What color is Krishna?
Doesn't equate to language. Color doesn't equate to language.
Excuse me, my brother.
He's Asian.
Excuse me, my brother. Hello.
He is Asian. He's not black.
Hello.
Black isn't a race. Black is not a race.
Excuse me.
What language does black people?
What's your name?
Kai.
Kai.
Which is Korean.
Kai. Listen, forget that. It's going nowhere.
Yeah, it is.
Explain to us how civilization started in India and then spread around the world.
Well, that
He's going to explain how civilization started in India and then spread around the world.
It's the same reason why a lot of the languages and religion can trace me back to India as well.
Explain what I asked. It's simple.
Essentially, a lot of, say for example, the name Kush. Kush is a quintessentially Gujarati name, if you look this up, which is in West India, which actually means happy. That's all it does. And there's a valley in India, which is the Kush Valley.
So do you believe that black people, black people started to civilize? Alright, cool. You see me, no more talking. Straight facts. Straight facts. There's a book on it, there's books on it.
The black isn't even a race.
Will you go away with one book? If I come back next week and I bring back a book that black people started civilizations in Asia, will you go and read it?
That is totally racist, because black isn't even a heritage. What language does black people...
Is this guy serious?
Yeah, I am.
It's Africans. Let me change the phrase.
Colour isn't a race.
If I say that Africans started Asian civilizations, if I give you that book, will you go home and read it?
Absolutely not, because it's got no evidence. This is black
supremacy. I don't even read the book.
You haven't read the book. You know a black person even wrote it.
You're saying everything originates from Africa, but yet you can't have any evidence.
He's saying to read the book that he will give you and you say you don't want to read it.
Humans, there's evidence originates from Africa, from Ethiopia to be
They've only discovered a fragment of a skull and they're saying that's the history.
Okay, but what evidence do you have? What evidence do you have?
That's based on evolution. Evolution is totally debunked. Evolution is based on reincarnation, essentially. The 10 stages of reincarnation, where we have a source, we originate from...
Everyone's cutting out. They're only trying to hear what my man's saying.
And again, they're all back to life. This is essentially black supremacists claiming that all civilization originate from Africa, when essentially it doesn't. All civilization, pardon? Well, this is the question which we need to ask, but it certainly doesn't originate from Africa.
Why are you so certain that it don't originate in Africa?
Because you've fallen onto the fallacy that the Lucy factor, the evolution factor is a theory. The Lucy,
you didn't say you don't know. You said you're certain.
No, okay. Evolution is based. Okay, you can look at this up. Evolution is based on the Hinduism on 10 stages of reincarnation, which we originally from the source, which is from the deity, from our God, and from that source we originate from bacteria, and from bacteria we are multiple sea animals, and from sea animals we're land animals, then from becoming animals, and there's a lot of stories, a lot of tribes across the world have their own tribe, they originate from certain animal spirits, and from animal spirits we originate from humans, and from humans then we go back to our creator. That's the stages of reincarnation. And if you look at the theory of evolution, it's totally based on that as well. But going back to the stage of Lucy, where is the evidence for Lucy? There is only a fragment of a skull.
I'm not debating him, I'll say one thing and that's it. One thing and that's it.
We can discover mosquitoes 65 million years ago all over across the world, but we can't discover these humanoids from all across the world. Dinosaurs we can discover, but yet we can't discover these humanoids. There isn't enough humanoids essentially to say that this is the origin source.
So just to kind of confirm and wrap up here, you don't know where civilization started?
But it certainly didn't originate from Africa, absolutely not.
Okay.
Why is he so sure though? That's what I'm saying.
No, please. You just spoke for, I don't know, 5 minutes. I'm just trying to find out your premise. Okay. So, it 100% didn't start from Africa?
No.
Not at all? Where did it start?
This is the question.
So then...
Why is Africa ruled out?
Wait, stop.
Okay, that's the question.
If you don't know where it started, then how can your answer be 100% definite? It seems like...
And he's saying everybody else is racist.
It seems like... No. It seems like all greatness, like the origin, the genesis of African people, any greatness that we try and take back, that we do research in, people want to try and take it away from us.
No one wants to steal.
Do you know what I mean? So
no one wants to steal your heritage. You're stealing other people's heritage by saying which is racism.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying.
Take for example the Caribbean people.
This is what I'm saying. No,
Caribbean are not black. Caribbeans are a totally different race.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. Again, I'm not going to repeat myself over and over again. Because this is getting silly, but you're not bringing any of that to the table. Okay then. So what proof do you have that civilization did not start in Africa?
Because Africa has, out of Africa, what has actually came out of Africa? What are the language, the religion, the customs and tradition? Why is Africa the most conquered and colonized continent of all continents? And yet, Asia hasn't been conquered. We've never allowed anyone to conquer Asia.
But China and Japan ain't been conquered.
Oh, let me get some.
Vietnam ain't been conquered.
No, it hasn't. Can you show me how China and Japan has been conquered? By who?
Hiroshima, America.
That's not, but they still speak their language. That's the whole point. They still speak their language.
The emperor previously wouldn't even utter a word in front of anybody, and he took a picture with a general, with an American general.
Africa has totally been conquered.
Ethiopia.
And assimilated. Ethiopia is an interesting place, yeah.
Okay, it's interesting.
That's a very interesting place.
Okay.
Can I get you to read something out, please?
Hey, man's going over there.